toasting, joking too. Sipping and roasting is what we do. Light 'em up, drink 'em down. Whiskey and cigars all around. Cheers, y'all.
That sounds like a party just about to happen, ladies and gentlemen.
Kind of does, doesn't it?
It does.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this fine radio program, podcast, and video extravaganza known internationally as the world-famous Smokin and Toastin. And we're more famous than ever now because our name is actually appearing on a bottle. Tell me about it.
I have a bottle of O.H. Ingram river-aged single-barrel bourbon whiskey.
Yeah.
And it says private selection. Smokin and Toastin.
Nice. So we are, by the way, want to welcome back to the show, Grego. Thank you for being here today. You were here with us when this particular barrel was chosen.
Guys, it's great to be back. And yes, this is so exciting to be part of. This is my first barrel pick.
Oh, okay. Well, see, and you know what was, we've talked about this, but what happened was we had was it 7, 8 people that, just people that we know that we invited to come with us. It was 9 people to the Barrel Pick show where we actually did the comparison of 5 different barrels, and every single one of the 9 people chose this particular barrel as their number one. We asked everybody, give us a number 1 and a number 2. The number 2s were all different, but everybody picked the same number 1. So this is a unanimous Smokin and Toastin barrel pick. And that's super
pretty crazy. It ruined my whole plan for the day. My plan for the day was to take everybody's vote and crumple it up and then choose which one we wanted.
Which is normally how things work.
But yeah, it ruined my plan completely.
Yeah, well, as it turns out, though, you got your wish because the one you picked was
this is true. This is true.
So it all worked out.
I just wish it happened a different way.
Yeah, I understand. It would be a little more, egocentric, I guess, if you were to do it that way.
If I'm not mistaken, it was one of the first couple that we tried.
It was.
It was the second one.
It was the second one out of the 5 that we tried. And so if you think about that, normally when we do these things, I'll go, oh, yeah, I really like that second one. And then here comes number 4 and number 5, and you're like, oh, I don't know, this is really good.
Remember, we had Scott, we had him zooming in on it, and he thought, when he picked the barrels, he thought that number 3 was probably what we were going to be was probably going to be our pick.
I don't remember what my number 2 pick was.
My number 2 was number 1. My number 1 was number 2.
See, I think mine was the same. I think we both picked the same, if I recall. But anyway, we were all unanimous on the barrel that we ultimately picked. 3 and 4 were probably a little more gentle overall, but this one just had the flavor profile. Well, we are very excited because this is now available on the shelf at Specs at the Midtown location on Smith Street in Houston. And I understand, and Terry will have this information, we'll post it in the show notes, but I understand it either is available or is just about to be available online so that people can order it who are not.
By the time you hear this show, it should all be available online and in Specs.
All right, so check the show notes for the link.
Yes.
To know where.
Show notes and Instagram, we're going to have it on both. And we're already posting the story of the bottle, of the barrel and the bottle on Instagram. So.
Yeah.
And that's the barrel is amazing, but the way it is aged is the key with this.
Because
what a cool
these are
story, right?
Aged on a boat on the Mississippi River.
Yeah,
that's why it says mellowed on the Mississippi on the
bottom. So their rick houses are actually barges that sit on the river. Right. So they're constantly in motion. Mm-hmm. And they're constantly getting hot, cold, because those barges are big metal structures that are picking up the heat. And that heat's going to ring until it gets cold, and then the cold's going to stay. And so it's got to be interesting too. I bet there's a big difference as well, just from the bottom floor of the barge to the top floor of the barge.
Oh yeah, sure.
We got to go out there. Just check it out.
I'm agreeing, but I think it brings a whole new meaning to your phrase. I would drink that floating down the river.
Yes.
And you've heard Ian say that on the show before many times, I'm sure.
If you haven't, I promise it'll come up again.
Our program is all about craft beer, fine spirits, like river-aged, single-barrel Smokin and Toastin O.H. Ingram whiskey, and hand-rolled cigars. And we'll talk about all of those things. But today we're just super excited because the Smokin Toastin barrel pick is here. And what's interesting is we've obviously tasted this
before.
before.
Do we have to wait to taste it again?
Yeah. But only like 60 seconds. So,
hey, whose show is this?
Right. But what I love about
Grego
this
says you're holding me back.
Yeah, it's on purpose, Grego. So we're really excited just to spend some time with it and talk about what what kind of flavors we're pulling out of this. So
I mean, because to be fair, it was a month and a half ago or 2 months.
I don't remember. I remember loving it, but I don't remember.
It was the show we recorded the first week of May, May 6th.
2 months ago.
So that's like back when I was. That's like
in the before time, before we had our own whiskey.
Yeah, it's like I don't think I'd mailed my check to the IRS yet, so I was significantly less poor, and that's an important.
My bank account, it's a little bit like a trashy truck stop for my money.
Yeah,
my money comes in, pees on the toilet seat, throws the hand wash, hand drying paper towels on the floor and walks out.
Our friend Grego is here with us.
Doesn't buy anything at the store either.
Yeah, no, it just messes up the toilet seat. Our friend Grego is here with us today. We're so glad to have you back on the program, and we don't usually get to have you in the studio, so this is exciting.
I am having a blast being here at the headquarters of Smokin Toastin with y'all. This is awesome.
Didn't you expect though that the headquarters would have like a shelf out there somewhere with a whole bunch of bottles on it?
Yeah, and free cigars.
Yeah.
Come on, where are we?
Well, we do have the barrel in the corner. I don't know if you can pick that up with the camera shot, Terry, but in the corner we have the barrel that our whiskey was matured in.
Beautiful.
It is a beautiful thing. I tell you what, Ian, just to celebrate it, why don't we cut it in half, and each of us will use our half as a coffee table in our house.
You could do that.
I have done that.
Yeah.
When I was in college.
Yeah, you absolutely.
That was my total coffee table when I was in college.
The dude from OH Ingram,
Mm-hmm.
Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph. Yeah.
He told us if you look at that barrel and you get a good shot of it with the rust on, he said you will notice that this is far more aged than many others.
That's true
because
a lot of the barrels that you see are very, very spanking new
because of the river air. Mm-hmm. And all that. There's a little, I don't know if you hang around right next to a river, but there's a little humidity that happens there.
Yeah, I've experienced this before. In addition to tasting this whiskey again, which we're really excited about, we're going to be doing some beer tasting on the program from Austin, Texas, and 512 Brewing Company. We'll be trying their Tropical Lager. That's the name of it. That's the description. Tropical Lager.
I haven't had anything from 512 that I didn't like.
Yeah, no, they were very consistent.
Yeah, they're good, but their pecan porter, oof.
Now, we're going to roll the dice on this one from Bavaria, Germany. We'll be trying the Schneider Weisse Aventinus.
That's easy for you to say.
Oh, wait until I say this. It's a Weizen-Doppelbock German wheat beer.
Appears great with Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah.
There's so many syllables in there. I love it.
I can't believe I actually got through it without just landing on my face. And finally, from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, where when I lived there, it was probably
where the wind flows swiftly across the plains.
Probably the most boring place I've ever lived, but that was before Prarie Artisan Ales opened up there.
Oh, Prarie.
And these guys have made some amazing beers. Today we'll be trying their Imperial Stout that's just called Bomb.
Prarie is funny. Like, how did they name that place? One guy was just looking out the window one day.
Yeah.
First thing I see. That's what we're naming it. That's how, by the way, the album Joe Walsh did.
The Smokin.
Hey, man, got any gum?
Oh, yeah.
He goes, the first thing someone says to me is what I'm naming this album.
Yeah. Well,
that brings a new perspective on that album name, right?
That was the way that many Native American names were derived from, after the child was born, the father would step out of the tent or the teepee or whatever, and the first thing he saw, because it might be your name might be Thunderstorm Rolling or Wide Open Spaces or whatever.
Falling Rock.
Right. And so that's how one of the least famous Native Americans came to be named Two Dogs Humping. So
you couldn't.
It was the first thing you see.
You couldn't use that. You couldn't use that naming structure today, like because if you're in New York or L.A. or something like that, your name might just be worthless drunk.
Yeah.
Crackhead at Circle K would be right outside my door.
Homeless guy with no pants.
Yeah.
That's
again, right outside. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I live on Westheimer. You can be amazed at
Hi,
what
my
you'd
name
see.
is peeing on McDonald's window.
Yeah.
These are all things that happen within a mile radius of my house that you keep mentioning, just so you know.
By the way, Terry, I'm not going to be able to make it to that little party you're throwing. So just so you know, I'm busy that day. So we have a lot of stuff to tackle on the program. We're also going to do our normal features here, which, drinking news has taken on a life of its own, and it probably should be put out of its misery, but we keep doing it, and it's still the most popular segment on the program.
We can't put it down. It keeps looking at us with puppy dog eyes.
Yeah, that's right.
So start drinking so you can enjoy it.
That's the thing. Because drinking news is, it's where we bring you a story from the news that is sometimes, but not always, about drinking, but it is always best enjoyed if you've been drinking. And so we have some time, but we will give you a teaser headline. Our drinking news teaser headline for today's show is... I'm going to drink a bottle of whiskey and then mow the lawn. What could possibly go wrong?
That was a nice little Seussian rhyme there, too.
Yeah, I'm glad you like that. Glad you picked up on that. And then we'll do the drunken fact as well. This is where we bring you an actual fact that we know to be true because we found it on the internet. And it lets you, store it away in your brain somewhere. And next time you're at a party, people are drinking, having fun, you can drop some knowledge on them and come across like the most knowledgeable person at the party. And our teaser headline for today's drunken fact is... I went fishing and caught a squirrel. So we'll get to all of that.
That's an intriguing headline, I must say.
That's the whole point of the teaser headline, is to get you to stay tuned until we have.
I'm playing alone.
Terry, I have no idea if we have time for the beverage of mystery in this segment or not.
Let's see. We have
Terry's doing
1
math
minute
now.
left.
I don't know if
Not
that's enough
quite
for the
time yet.
beverage of mystery. So why don't we do the drunken fact? Let's do that
right.
one.
Drunken fact it is.
Drunken fact it is. And we gave the teaser headline. Didn't give you long to contemplate it. We're going to the drunken fact now. So the drunken fact, again, you can store this in your memory, bring it out the next time you're at a party or something and come across like someone who knows things. Go ahead, Terry.
And now it's time for another Smokin' and Toastin' Drunken Fact. I was down on the.
You're gonna have to do that again because that fanfare is just too important.
And now it's time for another Smokin' and Toastin' Drunken Fact.
Just so you know, Grego, the fanfare is the only reason we continue to do
Cruze
that.
just said it's my radio program. I can do over.
It's my party, and I want to hear the fanfare.
The production values of this show.
You ever wondered if we were live? Yeah, well, this is
we're live. So here's your drunken fact for today. Store this away in your memory and use it whenever appropriate. Your drunken fact for today is: there is an actual sport called squirrel fishing, in which participants, it's an actual sport, in which participants try to catch squirrels and lift them into the air using a fishing pole, a lure with a nut on it.
wow.
That's
A lure with a
an
nut.
actual sport. You can watch this on ESPN 45 if you don't.
Is that any weirder than curling?
No,
Or
it's not.
speed walking? Come on, those are some weird things.
I think
At least you get a meal out of this.
what I love the most about curling is the people who are standing on the side, like with those sticks, trying to move stuff around. So the curler.
Gotta brush the
or whatever you
ice.
call it. Yeah. Oh, it's wonderful. I just love watching because they come across like they know what they're doing, like they're the people in the pit at a NASCAR race, right? You trust, if you're that driver, you're trusting those people with your life, and it's kind of like what the people are doing on the curling thing.
I mean, what are they doing? Warming the ice?
That's right. So the puck or whatever you call it will
They actually are.
They're warming the ice so that the stone.
Is it called a stone?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Stone.
You know how I like to warm ice? I drop it into a room temperature, drop a cube into a room temperature whiskey.
Yes.
That works for me.
Smoking and toasting.
We will take a break and we'll be right back because it's time to do a little whiskey tasting, my friends.
Later on, we'll
this.
reveal the recipe for ice.
That's right. We'll get to this as quickly as we can. It's Smokin and Toastin'. Welcome back, my friends. It is Smokin and Toastin'. Grego proudly holding a bottle of our OH
That he
Ingram
helped us select.
river-aged single barrel Smokin and Toastin' barrel pick, which is available now on the shelf. It's only at one Specs location because there's a very limited number of bottles of this. So it's a downtown Smith Street location in Houston. If you're not in Houston, check the show notes and our Instagram. There will be easy links for where you can buy this online. Yeah. And we're excited.
Also,
about
if you're in the Houston area, I mean, Specs downtown. Come on.
Yeah.
Like the satellite Specs are nice.
I moved downtown.
I think he'll actually take it to one of the ones in the local area for you if you actually asked him nicely at, the one on Westheimer or something.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I will say this. I moved downtown about 11 years ago in Houston. And my wife has taught me when you're trying to decide should you do something to make a pros list and a cons list, and then look at them side by side and go, okay, what's the best decision? And so on my pros list, like the third thing was close to Specs downtown location. And I was very excited about that, and it has turned out to be a good thing.
Don't have to mow the lawn.
I can still hear the guy, Fred from Hudson and Harrigan, who used to do those old commercials about the Specs Smith Street downtown.
Yeah.
Do you remember that voice from the 80s and 90s?
I hear it when I'm standing there looking at the whiskeys. I hear that reverberating in my
That's funny, kid.
in my mind. Terry, let's do the beverage of mystery, shall we?
All right, let's do it. Let's turn that down so that it won't be music.
There we go.
The beverage of mystery.
So I'd like to point out this is Grego's first time doing this in the studio with us.
Yes.
We've always been on location, so it's his first time to hear the amazing production value that this show offers.
And I wonder why I'm out of work.
Yeah, that's right. Beverage of Mystery is where one of us brings a beverage of some sort in. Sometimes it's a beer, sometimes it's a seltzer, sometimes it's Malort. And the only person who knows what it is the person what brung it. Today that was Ian, so I was worried it was going to be Malort again.
I think it's Malort beer.
But I can tell by looking at it that it's not Malort.
No.
Or at least not the Malort I've come to know and hate. So,
Well, if it's Ian, you know that it's at least a 10
at
plus.
least 10, ABV. You know the ABV is above 10. Yeah, for sure.
Barrel aged
I feel like I'm being typecast here.
Yeah, I can't imagine why. So, Ian, this smells like a very boozy, like maybe a sort of a Bavarian or German.
That just doesn't sound like me, does it?
No, it really doesn't. Is this a quadruple?
Wow.
It's a quad, I bet.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love how we all went to taste it at the same time, and it's like, oh, holy cow!
Yeah. It's not a Le Fandemont.
No Le Findemont.
That may be a higher alcohol content than our Smokin and Toastin' barrel. I'm serious, man. It's
got a whiskey hug on the way down.
Before you tell us what this is,
it's a little bit chewy, yeah.
Yeah. Before you tell us what this is, tell us what the ABV is on it. Do you know?
I'd have to look at it to tell you that.
Okay. All right. Well,
but yeah, it's substantial.
So obviously this is a beer. Obviously it is like really potent. And it's actually quite delicious. It's got
I figured it's
caramel
it's
and
about
date.
time that we do a beverage of mystery that is just delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And that it is.
Because I have brought us a number that have not been delicious at all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's part of what we like to do to educate people about what these things are like. If you were thinking about buying that,
Slamsies.
canned cocktail, that Slamsies or that Buzzballs. You need to know what you're getting into. And I think I know what I'm getting into here, which is trouble because this ABV has got to be like stratospheric. Ian, is that a beverage of mystery in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
It's funny you should ask.
Yeah. I noticed you had a very bulgy pocket. Wow. The Bruery. I recognize that
The Bruery.
logo.
This is 6 Geese-A-Laying. So this was part of a Christmas package that Alan Denny gave me, actually. It had the 12 beers of Christmas. And this has been sitting in there because I've been looking for the perfect opportunity to break it out. This is Belgian-style dark ale with Cape gooseberries, coming in at 11.7.
I don't know that I would have gotten to Seven Swans of Swimming. I might have just stayed with the 6 geese, you know? This is delicious.
I mean, it's the Bruery.
The Bruery.
It's really hard to go.
So hard to go wrong with these guys.
So that's like the band. That's the equivalent of being the band.
Yeah.
The Bruery.
Located where? Where do they
California,
make?
I believe. It's
I thought the brewery was in St. Louis. Am I wrong?
No, I think it's California. Hold on.
And this is available where? Where can you?
In Placencia, California.
Placencia. I bought brewery beers. I don't know about this one.
But this is the brewery.
But
It's
I bought them from Specs and Total.
It's spelled Bruery.
Yeah, the brewery. Yeah,
and
that's good stuff.
And you can buy anything. Well, as long as it's in a style that you're going to like. But everything from them is high end, top quality. Like they just don't do anything less
Did you get
than
that
stellar.
here, or is that something you had sent
that was
to
a
you?
gift, right?
This is something I had. Actually, this is from a Christmas present from Alan Denny. This was part of that 12 beers of Christmas.
I think he gave me a Michelob Ultra that year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your 12 beers of Christmas were much different. They were light beers, and they were all like Michelob
You got
Ultra.
12 ounces of Christmas.
That's right.
Yeah. Now, I'm a little shocked. You got that at Christmas, and here we are in August, and you have saved that beer since Christmas?
So when I have beers like this, a lot of times I don't just drink it by myself. I and my wife will split them, or, these are beers you talk over. Like, just look at the conversation we're having right now. So most of the time, a beer like this is something that I want as a conversation piece. I want to share it. I want to have fun with it.
Right.
And so that makes it, it's a taster to me. And so this one's been sitting in there for a while. And I've had other tasters and stuff like that, but it's just been sitting in there for a while. And certain beers you can keep in your fridge. Like if you don't want to do this with IPAs or lagers or
right, because they really need
Kolsch.
to be
those need to be drank fresh. Those kind of beers there. But when you have something Belgian or you have the darker styles, porters and stouts, those can age in your fridge for up to years if you want them to.
Yeah. Sometimes you can go a little too long, get a little of that soy sauce vibe happening, but for the most part,
that usually takes a few years. But
for the most part, the age will improve.
Pumpkinator. If you buy a Pumpkinator that comes out from St. Arnold every year and you put it in your fridge, after 1 year, it's just so good.
And that's why I keep coming back to Smokin and Toastin, because you learn stuff. Like, I didn't know that. Now you drink your craft beers up front. Your IPAs.
IPAs, brighter beers in general.
I just wanted to mention, you're getting your info from Ian, so you might want to, check it with a reliable source like ChatGPT.
I will.
Just to verify. All right, we got to take a break. Got to find out what Ian had to smoke this week, and we'll try a beer that is slightly less ABV than this, a tropical lager from 512 coming up. Yes. I love that sound. I like that one even better. Welcome back.
Wait a second.
Did you happen to have the camera on Grego when that popped? Because
I had the camera on everybody, but I just want to do this real quick.
I appreciate that. This is why we keep Terry around.
That particular cork pop deserves the fanfare because of what it is.
That was as perfect a cork pop as you could get. You need to immortalize that.
Ian thought that we might let Terry go before this week's show because that would mean there would be more bottles of the O.H. Ingram Smokin Toastin barrel pick for him and myself.
Yes.
Right.
But Terry just proved why he's invaluable.
I mean, to be fair,
that.
I was only going to temporarily lay him off.
Until you got the bottles home.
So this was much akin to breaking up with your girlfriend before Christmas and then getting back together with her
That's
afterwards.
exactly what it's like.
Sorry, Hawk, it's too late.
Yeah. Terry comes back to the show in a few weeks. He's like, "Hey, what happened to that O.H. Ingram whiskey?" We're like, "Oh yeah, that didn't work out."
It's gone.
It's gone. Yeah. So it's a program that we do here called Smokin Toastin. It's all about craft beer, fine spirits, and hand-rolled cigars. We're going to get to some fine spirits in a moment. But Ian, did you have a chance to smoke anything interesting?
Illusione. I like Illusione.
Well, I like her too. I've always thought she was fun to be around.
My friend.
Love you're a modern family.
Go ahead. Yes.
So
I was
years
thinking
ago,
Sofia Varga.
Years
I'm sorry.
ago,
Nice.
Yeah.
Years ago, I ran into a cigar called Illusione MJ12. 6x60 Gordo. And I've been enjoying this cigar ever since I first tried it. I've reviewed it on the show before, sometime a long time ago. Probably do it again at some point. But I went into a shop the other day, and they had the same series of cigar in a Habano.
Oh.
And so instead of being wrapped in a silver foil, it was wrapped in a blue foil, which I thought was interesting. I was like, I'll try that. This is Gordo, 6x6. Sorry, 6x60 Nicaraguan Puro with a sun-grown Habano wrapper from, of course, Nicaragua. The appearance on this, wrapped in blue cellophane instead of the silver like the MJ12 was, or the black like the soon after Maduro came in. This is wrapped in a blue cellophane. A short battle ensues to extricate the Puro from this wrapper, by the way. All you have to do is get in an argument with that wrapper one time. You'll know what I'm talking about. But once I got it off, it revealed a milk chocolate brown wrapper with small veins, leathery and oily, firm feel overall with some unevenness under the fingers, and a single band that said Illusione and Habano, which is beautiful. The pre-light sniff on this, I got barnyard, I got sweet nuttiness, I got coffee, I got a little bit of hay. Pre-light draw on this. I used a clip, had a light draw, sweet and creamy with leather, chocolate, and coffee. The initial light, Nicaraguan pepper blast.
Oh, nice.
With a side of Nicaraguan pepper blast.
Oh, nice.
This was, if you like a Nicaraguan pepper blast, this one had it in spades, so to speak. And leather and cedar.
By the way, just so you know, I am working on a Nicaraguan pepper blast jingle. So whenever we have the
he has the capability now.
Yeah,
there we go. There we go.
Right. It's called AI.
Yeah,
but
so the Nicaraguan pepper blast.
I'll be in a studio recording
with a side
all the
of
instruments
Nicaraguan
myself.
pepper blast and leather and cedar and some Nicaraguan pepper blast.
Yeah.
The retrohale is also peppery and woody, surprisingly. The first third of this Nicaraguan pepper blast settles in and makes way for a flood of cedar and cashew nuttiness, along with an underlying creamy sweetness and a lingering sense of fruit on the finish. The retrohale is nutty and sweet with cedar and spice, solid ash, good burn. Proposed pairing, well, I would say a Belgian-style ale, something like what we just had earlier. Would have been perfect with this thing.
Nice.
I did a whiskey sniff, and I came out with Willet Small Batch.
Oh.
Which is very fruity, by the way, as well. And it was delicious with it. The second third of the cigar, spicy foundation with a sweet nuttiness and a fruity finish, remains consistent with tangents of leather and coffee threaded throughout. Retrohale is sweet and spicy with cedar and dark fruit, solid ash, perfect burn. The last third of the cigar, picking up subtle strength towards the end. The profile remains consistent. Retrohale is sweet and spicy with cedar and dark fruit, solid ash, good burn. Coming in at $12 per stick.
Okay.
Buy these, buy many.
Wow.
I give it a 5.5.
Nice.
At its price point,
Nice.
you're getting a little above what you're paying for, I think, and it is a fantastic cigar at this price point.
Illusione, is it a boutique brand?
Kind of, yeah.
It's somewhere in between. It's more like Sam Adams is to beer. It's not quite Fuente, but it's not exactly warped either. You know, it's somewhere in that middle area.
See, I guess you're thinking it's a little bigger than I thought it was, but they definitely have a reputation for good.
Yes, I mean most places that have mainstream cigars will have Illusione.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't have a big variety of them, but they also have like their cigars don't always have the most congruous labels because like
a lot of times it's just a
300
really
Manos
thin
is
little band.
Illusione, and that looks nothing like the MJ series or the OD series or any of those. So, and then there's 3 cigars that they have that are cellophane wrapped, and none of the rest of them are. So why? I don't know.
I'd just like to mention that while
I'm talking about like shiny cellophane, not just the regular cellophane.
I would just like to mention that while you were doing that review, I was like just nosing this this whiskey
the whole time,
and that was the most enjoyable cigar review I think you've ever done on the show.
Why? Thank you.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the whole. The whole time.
There was parts that I actually wondered if you were really listening to what he was saying or if you were just thinking, whiskey.
All I know is goodness was happening.
The brown sugar and a little bit of maple that I get, especially on the nose off the bat.
The nose on this reminds me of why I've come to love whiskey.
Absolutely.
Like, it's got all of the things that I love about a good whiskey, about a favorite whiskey, seem to kind of be embodied in this, and it takes me back to the show where we chose it.
Yeah.
This was the standout. It really was, and
bouquet.
all of them were good, by the way.
Incredible.
So it wasn't like we had 4 bad ones in this.
No, they were all really good.
Fantastic.
This is absolutely delicious.
So,
and they all had differences that made them interesting and good.
Remind me, Ian, what is the approximate retail price of this? Do you remember?
$65.
That's right.
This is a $65 bottle of whiskey, which, first of all, is pretty reasonable for a barrel pick.
Yes.
I mean, I've seen some in that range, but I've also seen them go higher into the 80 and upper.
They said they weren't trying to do anything and keep it at their regular $65, so that they were trying to keep it for the people.
Sure.
Yeah, guys, this is even better than I remembered.
I would agree with that statement.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So good.
Now, how long have you been like a whiskey drinker, Grego? Is this something that goes back for you, or more recent?
It goes back. Yeah, it goes back. I mean, at least 20 years been drinking bourbons, and this is. You're right though. The bouquet on it, the nose is just fabulous before you even sip it.
I know it's going to sound like we're hyping this because it's got our name on it, but honestly, this is one of my favorite bourbons that we've ever had on
Look at
the
the
show.
legs on it.
Oh, I know, it's amazing. It's amazing. And we've had some incredibly expensive. You remember when we had a rep from Bob Dylan's whiskey coming, brought
from
on
Heaven's Door,
from Heaven's Door, brought on a $400 bottle of whiskey, which we tasted, and it was delicious. And admittedly, that's been several years ago, but I don't remember being more impressed with it than I am with this. And again, maybe I'm biased, but I feel like this is. I feel like at $65, this is an incredibly good bottle.
It's hard. I want to be proud of something we picked too. I am very proud of this, and it's absolutely delicious. This, however, if I'm going to be completely honest, is definitely up there with like some of the more special whiskeys that you'll buy between $80 and $120. I think this is in that range.
Easily, actually, I
we've
see that.
Described a lot of different whiskeys that we've tried on this show, almost 500 shows now. We've described a lot of them as having, like, particularly with bourbons, having some cinnamon flavor. This cinnamon note that's in this,
it's big.
It's not only big, but it's so outstanding and clean. It's just like.
This is doubling my pleasure and doubling my fun.
And there's a there's a sense of minerality on the finish that makes you think more of a Scotch, but that big cinnamon is all bourbon.
If you're a fan of Booker's, Knob Creek, the more aged Knob Creeks, if you're a fan of like that kind of line, you're gonna like this. It's big cinnamon.
I've got just
definitely.
A little bit left of a bottle of Little Book at my house, and I really want to side by side it with this because I feel like this is as good.
There's a little more maple in here that I remember tasting.
Yes,
on
I agree.
That day.
I agree.
Maple and cinnamon in here, but there's that mineral water. That minerality is beautiful. There's also like kind of a dark fruit kind of underlying everything. There's a little tobacco.
Yes, which I really like that.
Absolutely.
This is gonna. We didn't necessarily talk about this, but this is going to pair well. We were all enjoying cigars when we did the tasting, but I'm so excited to get on my balcony with a little bit of this in a glass and choose the cigar that I think will match with this.
How's this beautifully late whiskey hug from it, too?
It really does.
Like, so it's got this beautiful, like, the silky mouthfeel, and then the oil that's in it really just spreads the flavor throughout the whole palate. And then you take a sip, and you get this beautiful mineral water, followed by heavy cinnamon, followed by a little bit of maple, and then you get a lull.
Yes.
And then this beautiful whiskey hug comes in and just envelops you.
All right. Now, I'm going to level with you guys.
I mean, if you like those things.
Yeah. I'm being honest about what I'm getting here. I believe that my friend Ian is being honest. But clearly, we have the ability to be a little biased because this is our first Smokin Toastin barrel pick. So Grego, who's receiving a grand total of $0.00 for being on the show today, he has no vested interest in saying this one way or another.
He's not even getting street cred for this.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I would really be interested in, and honestly, give me your honest appraisal of this.
I'm going to give you my honest, the truth. The state of the state is I had a lot of things to say. But while these two were falling all over themselves, I couldn't get a word in edgewise. And I've since forgotten all of them.
This happens. Hopefully they were good things.
They were.
Okay.
This is delicious.
do you need a reminder here?
Oh. Did that bring anything back, Grego?
A little bit.
Yeah.
No, this is, you mentioned with some, and I like the way Ian, he categorized it in the range of bourbons, $80 to $125 or so, right?
Yeah.
I feel like when I'm sipping this, I'm sipping something that's really expensive.
I agree. It has that quality to it, and look, $65 is not cheap for a bottle. I mean, you can get some great whiskeys for half that price.
Absolutely.
But if you're going to spend $65, $70, $80 on a whiskey, I don't know that there's anything that I personally like better than this in that price range.
You know what's in this price range that's absolutely fantastic?
Yeah.
The double wood. I mean,
and that's a wonderful whiskey.
Some of the upper end Old Foresters, you're spending the same price. This, it lives in that same, and it sits in there well. This is not an outlier. This is something that sits in that same wheelhouse and is as good as all of those things.
And I want to give props to O.H. Ingram because I feel like, they came to us with this idea, which we loved and said, yes, absolutely. But I feel like since they know we're going to talk about it and we're going to sample it and tell people what we're getting, I feel like they probably could have said, okay, we're getting some quote-unquote free publicity for this. Let's make it an $85 bottle.
Yeah.
And I think it would have sold at that price. But props to them for not doing a money grab here.
Exactly.
True. That's a good angle.
They wanted to keep it right at their same price for their same, the good stuff that they have on the shelf right now.
And I'll tell you what, this is spoiling me.
I will tell you this: if I bought this bottle at $65 and my name wasn't on it anywhere, right?
Which it's not.
It's Smokin Toastin. That's my middle name.
Ian Smokin Toastin Barry. He had it legally changed.
It's understood.
Yeah. Which, by the way, isn't great when you give the officer your license when you've been pulled over.
It's like when you say Tom Jones, the MF in between there is understood, right? Like that lives there, right?
I gotta say, I love that. I love that.
I have his songs in my head.
No.
Yes.
If I spent $65 on this sight unseen, I would be incredibly happy with this. This is a delicious one.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. For example, a brand like Woodford that gets a lot of press. They you go to restaurants, they make good whiskey. They want to make you an old fashioned. Well, we use Woodford, okay. Good for an old fashioned. But I think if you put a glass of Woodford next to this blows that away. To me, Woodford is boring. It's so down. Am I wrong? It's the flavors are
that's why
muted.
I brought up, when I talked about Woodford, I brought up the double oak because you get that level of complexity in the double oak. This is complex. This got a lot going on in it. There's this is not a one-dimensional thing, and I think you're talking about the standard Woodford, which is that's at $40 ish for a bottle, right? And the double oak comes in at 65 ish is what I would compare this to. The and you get a big return on investment when you go from a regular Woodford to the double oak because that's a lot of complexity for $20, right? This right here has a ton of complexity. Also, it's a bit overproof, so you know.
Yeah,
by that I mean
25.
Yeah.
So, and again,
125.7.
I have to say, it drinks easy for it being 120. I mean,
really
I've already
does.
finished my glass. I thought I was going to add water, but no.
Look out! No
enjoyed
more
it.
production.
Oh, are we
I will
recording
just-
a show now?
I will just mention that, I've got a bottle of Little Book at home on my whiskey shelf, and I've been kind of saving it. There's only a little bit of it left, right? I've been kind of saving it. And for me, this gives me the kind of feeling of being in the same area, the same strata as Little Book. I just looked up the prices for Little Book online. I'm seeing, and there are different ones, obviously, so they're going to vary. But I'm seeing $179, $209, $149, $329, $299. I think this is competitive at $65.
Yeah. O.H. Ingram.
And I know you guys think, well, we're going to say that because our name's on it and we're excited about it.
I will go ahead and tell you this. We have in Texas, we have a distillery called Still Austin. And they make, I don't know how they make such outrageously good whiskeys without being that old.
Right.
But I would compare this easily to any of their distillers picks. And those come in at $100 a bottle. They're worth every penny. I would compare this neck and neck with that.
If you think that Ian and I are too biased about this because our name of our show is on the bottle, I just want to mention that Grego, this guy is unimpeachable. I mean, when he told everybody that the Thigh Master was a great workout device, just because he was being paid to endorse the Thigh Master doesn't mean that that's not true.
Have you seen the guy's thighs?
I loved it. It made my arms grow.
I got to tell you about my cigar this week. I'll do that when we come back. And we're still enjoying this single barrel. You got to get some and enjoy
Sponsored
this.
by Shake Weight.
And it's not going to last for a long time. I promise. We'll be right back. It's Smokin Toastin. Okay. All right, this is it. You need to just join the show. Do you have anything else going on right now? Because you need to just be here every week. That was awesome.
Call my agent.
That was
Do you
awesome.
have a job, Mr. Lebowski?
Yeah, that's just like your opinion, man. I'm just saying. While Ian is pouring our next beer, which is from 512 Brewers in Austin, Texas, which I got to say we love. Austin's not that far from us. We need to road trip and see if we can do a show from 512 because I'm going to tell you, their pecan porter is probably my favorite porter of all
You know what's better
time.
than their pecan porter?
Is there something?
Yes, it's their double pecan porter.
Oh, okay. Well, spoken like only Ian can do.
I'm not even joking about that.
I know. I get it. While we're waiting to taste this beer, let me tell you about the cigar I had this week. It was the Megilla Arc Torpedo.
I've seen the Megillas.
Now, the name Megilla may come from the Jewish word for scroll, giving it a reference of perhaps biblical nature, or at least having to do with something passed down over centuries from back when animal feathers were dipped into ink and then scrawled across parchment in order to preserve the history of mankind as a species.
Well, that sounds nice.
Or it could just be a nod to Megilla Gorilla, perhaps one of the most underrated cartoon characters of my entire childhood.
That's what I was thinking, of course.
Yeah. But either way, it comes from the Raymond Pajes factory in Nicaragua, and it's touted on Cigar Page as being full-flavored and full-bodied. So I thought I'd try it. Nice-looking cigar with a sharp torpedo tip, as you'll see here, and a few visible veins in the wrapper. That wrapper, by the way, is a Habano leaf draped over a Nicaraguan binder and Nicaraguan fillers. I use cigar snizzers. Yeah,
Snizzers.
Me
This
talk
is what we
good.
get when we start drinking. In
This
the
is
second
Starbelly
segment.
Sneeches.
has nothing to do with the whooshki. No, I use my cigar scissors to snip off the pointy tip, and I opened up the Megilla Arc Torpedo.
That's called a
I sometimes
isn't
do
it?
the nose hairs, when they start to grow out down the, just a little
cigar scissors will work with those. Yep.
Zip.
I won't say I haven't done it. Anyway, I checked out the pre-light aromas. There's a bit of nuttiness on the cold draw with wheat and a nice minerality. But when I added flame to the equation, things heated up quickly in the flavor department. Started out with a pretty nice-sized Nicaraguan pepper blast.
Oh, we both had Nicaraguan pepper blasts.
And so, because I don't have my jingle ready that I'm working on, I'll kind of sing it for you now, and we'll see how close AI comes to replicating. But my thought was that the jingle should go something like, it's a blast, Nicaraguan pepper blast. What do you think?
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
That makes me want to buy cookies from a Saturday morning cartoon.
Once the Nicaraguan pepper blast settled down, that may be the funniest thing you've ever said on the show, just so you know. Once the Nicaraguan pepper blast settled down, an interesting combination of flavors started to present itself. Some bready and toasty notes came through, even though there was red and black pepper all over the palate and the top of my tongue as well. You know when you get that pepper tingling on the top of your tongue?
Absolutely.
That's totally what I got from this. That gave the first third, at least to me, both a smooth creaminess and a big bang pepper vibe all at once.
Can you find that pepper that sits on the top of your tongue at times can be almost too much?
Yes.
You have to put it down for a minute and then resume.
And I will get to that with this
Have you
cigar.
ever smoked an LFD?
Yes. Yeah. La Flor Dominicana.
Explain, because
because the LFDs are big. Like, LFD is not known for their medium cigars.
They're not known for their subtlety.
Yeah, they're the big peppery cigars, and they're absolutely fantastic. If you
La
come
Flor
across
Dominicana
La Flor Dominicana double Lajero is such a good cigar.
But it is not for the inexperienced or the meek.
It's not Fisher Price my first cigar, that's for sure.
it's like the Hoya de Nicaraguas,
Right.
the Hoyas. Those things which I read about, that the field workers, tobacco fields, would smoke, which is why they were so strong. They didn't keep them lit all the time.
Right.
They would chew them, light them, smoke them, chew them.
Gotcha.
But those Hoyas, man,
Yeah.
that was the field worker cigar, according to
this. What was interesting about this particular cigar, the Megilla, is that at least in the first third, I was getting a smooth creaminess and big pepper at the same time, which usually it's one or the other. You get the creamy sort of toastiness, maybe from a lighter-bodied, medium or under-bodied cigar, and you get the pepper a lot of times attributes to the flavor and the body being bigger. But in this case, I got both of it. Draw was nice and open, plenty of smoke. Burn was a little uneven in the way that I often experience in cigars with a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper. In fact, during the first third, and you'll see this in the photo here, what looked like it was going to be a really problematic canoeing turned out to just be a small piece of the wrapper that didn't burn all the way through. And as it went past it, as it went past it, it was fine. Once the Megilla Arc Torpedo got into its second third, the burn had passed that problem area. Now it was just a little wavy. Flavors from the first third continued, although the pepper seemed to lighten up a bit, and I got a hint of leather on the finish. I did do one touch-up with the lighter once I flicked off the first inch and a half of ash, but that seemed to work for the burn, and it didn't impact the flavors. By the final third, things had ratcheted back up in the pepper department, but I still got the toasty notes from the first third, and the creaminess still offset the big pepper, at least to some degree. I really loved what was happening in the flavor department with the Megilla Arc Torpedo. I did miss the deeper earth notes of some of my favorite Nicaraguan smokes, and if somebody could figure out how to blend those as a base and these flavors from the Megilla all into one cigar, that would be incredible. But that's not to diminish this cigar at all. I learned while I was smoking it that if I would set it down, this goes to what you were talking about, Grego, if I'd set it down for a minute or two and then puff at it again, the peppery spice and the creaminess would balance each other really well. But if I puffed away at it for too long, the pepper pretty much took over.
And that's heat, right?
Right. It's absolutely heat. Yes, absolutely. So this is a cigar to smoke when you've got some time.
A little slow, yeah.
And you can smoke it a little slow, and you'll enjoy it a lot more. Overall, I liked this cigar a lot, and get ready for the bombshell. This is a $3 to $4 cigar at regular price.
The Megilla Torpedo?
Megilla Art Torpedo. And you don't have to hunt for a sale to get these at $3.50 each.
Wow.
Cigar page. So the Megilla Art Torpedo, not the best cigar I've ever had, but price to quality in these inflationary times,
Right.
a 7.
Wow.
Excellent.
That's how good it was in the $3 to $4 price range. Now,
So this is a cigar page.
If this had been a $7, $8 cigar, I'd have probably given it a 5.
This is a cigar page one. Then this is a Pajes, right?
Right.
Okay,
Raymond
so
Pajes,
he's
yeah.
also responsible for that Penn Standard,
Right. And
which
if you,
is real good.
the
But
one
I
with-
think that would be like the next price point up.
I think so. Yeah. Right. It's going to be a few dollars more.
I
But
buy boxes of those Penn Standards.
They're
Those
good.
Are really good.
I really love them. And you know what I really love in that cigar is the small, like a coronita. I don't remember if that's exactly what it's called, but it's like a shorter. It's like a shorter version of like a Churchill. It's like basically like
Not the
3/4 of a
Robusto.
Churchill. It's not the Robusto because it's smaller around,
It's a-
but
yeah, it's smaller
that
ring edge.
size smokes beautifully in that Penn Standard. Beautifully. All right, we have to take a break. We have so much more to do, so much more to talk about, including this tropical lager, which we haven't even tried. We will do that next. Well, I haven't tried it. I can't speak for Ian. We'll be right back. Welcome back, my friends. This is Smokin Toastin. Our show is all about craft beer, fine spirits, and hand-rolled cigars. We are heard all over the United States on gullible radio stations like KELY AM in Salt Lake City,
Hello, Salt Lake.
12:30 AM, and KFNC FM right here in our own hometown of Houston, Texas. ESPN 97.5. So welcome to the show, and thank you
When
for
you
listening.
say "welcome back, my friends," I always want that next line to
To
The show that never ends.
Yeah, see,
We're so glad you could attend.
See, this
Come
is
inside, come inside.
this is the sad thing about being radio DJs is that for people that have done this like Grego and I have for a big part of our lives, some of that stuff never goes away.
No,
Right.
not at all.
Right.
No.
Yeah. I still, whenever I see a car with heavily tinted windows, my brain plays the commercials for Mother's Window Tint in San Antonio, Texas, from the 1980s.
Oh, my gosh.
When I was on the radio there, I don't know. I have no idea if they exist anymore.
Every
but
once in a while,
boy,
when
were
I'm,
they a big
when I'm
advertiser.
driving down, I think it's Harrisburg.
Yeah.
I see it, and my brain goes, "What's that?
Thunderbolt.
Transmission,
Like the
and your motor's just
transmission.
down."
Yeah.
Joseph from OH
We put
Ingram.
the yeehaw back
it.
in your motor and transmission.
it. He had a great shirt, and it said, did you notice what it said? It said, "Welcome to the shit show."
Yes. Oh, now I'm going to have to add it.
Mark that.
Now I'm going to have to add it.
Yeah, mark that. Yeah. And I still remember. I can't drive down the street on Westheimer in our hometown of Houston without thinking of hearing Stevens and Pruitt on KLOL back in the day calling it the beautiful crime-free Montrose.
The crime-free Montrose. I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
It
That was-
confuses people when you say that to them now because it's all been gentrified.
Yeah. It is reasonably crime-free
It's
at this
beautiful.
point.
I don't know if it's crime-free,
Yeah,
but it's definitely
yeah.
more beautiful now.
It's more corporate crime now. So that's it.
Hey, guys,
It's Live Nation.
I'm ready to drink.
So one of the reasons I love having Grego on the show is he can pull us
Our
back.
guest pulls us back to where we're going.
Yeah, how's that?
So
Maybe I should be a producer.
512 Brewing in Austin, Texas. A hugely amazing brewery. We've had their big beers on the show before, but I don't know if we've ever had something like their
American
tropical
lager brewed with thiolized yeast and
I
Arabis
think that's
and
where Spock
Citra
was from.
hops. This is called tropical lager.
Well, you can taste the citra in this. It has a tropical vibe to it, and I really like that. I'm a tropical like I love rum. I love like painkillers made with rum and some of that spiced what do you call it, like the nutmeg?
Oh, the nutmeg on top.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Remember we had a beer once on the show that came with a nutmeg.
That's right.
Attached to it.
And it was called painkiller. It was really good.
It was really good. So I like the tiki vibe a lot, and I like this tropical lager a lot. What do you think?
512 is like, if you buy anything from 512, you know you're getting a good beer. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard. Like, that's one of those companies where I sight unseen, I'll buy it if it looks interesting. Doesn't make any difference.
Exactly right. I totally agree with that. 512 makes good product.
Yeah,
All of it.
right. I have not had a 512 I've been disappointed in ever.
Yeah, there's just certain names. Like, okay, so Sam Adams, Bell's,
St. Arnold.
Founders, St. Arnold.
Yeah.
Like, you see these names on beers and you go, okay, I don't care what it is. If it looks decent, I'll try it.
Absolutely.
Or if it looks like it fits my profile, you know.
Now, one of the things we're going to do in this segment, we don't often do this. We're going to try 2 beers in this segment because with Grego on the show saying all of his Grego stuff, we're running a little behind. So
the show gets a little inflated, doesn't it?
Right. So we're running a little late, and we want to. Grego, you know you're welcome on the program anytime, right?
No, I'm quiet.
You were
now.
going to ask us something though, and while
About
Ian's pouring,
cigar
this would be a good time maybe to ask us.
Yeah, we were talking about, good cigars. And those of us that have been smoking cigars for quite a few years now, we perhaps develop our palates and we want a fuller, more, robust cigar.
That's very true. Most people start with lighter stuff, and if they continue to enjoy cigars over a period of time, their taste will evolve towards something a little bigger.
My question was, why bother making cigars that are so light? I guess you'd call it a beginner cigar. Why bother doing that? Why not just, give people the good stuff right up front?
Right. So I would put it this way. Milder cigars are Taylor Swift, and fuller-bodied cigars are PJ Harvey.
Understand that Taylor Swift is still awesome.
Nice.
I get that.
Right.
I get that.
It doesn't. That's not a knock on Taylor Swift at all.
No.
But her music is palatable to a much broader section of people. So when you wonder, like, I often wonder, as somebody who likes bigger cigars, like, how does Macanudo stay in business, right? Most of their most popular cigars are lighter.
When we talk about bigger cigars, we're not talking about
sellers.
Physically bigger cigars.
Right. We're talking about
bigger, bolder flavors.
Right. And so a lot of cigar smokers, they don't smoke cigars nearly as often as I do, or Ian does, or probably you do. They're much more casual, and so they're not really looking to have their head explode with huge.
There you go.
With huge stuff. So the milder gives them a little bit of that toastiness, a little bit of that creaminess. And by the way, Macanudo makes very good mild cigars. They're terrific.
Let me go ahead and point out, I love spicy food.
Yeah.
It's probably not a good idea to ask me if that food or that sauce is spicy. Because some
you're going to say no.
Because some amount of that just doesn't even register to me.
No, that's a good point.
Now, my mother, on the other hand, bless her soul, if you were to pass pepper across the table over her plate, it was too much pepper for her.
Right.
So everyone's palate is a little different. Some people are very sensitive to those things. So what I might consider a very mild cigar, someone might pick up and get a lot of flavors that like I don't pick up because I'm just used to something bigger. I will tell you though, there's a niche in that mild cigar realm where you have big flavor in mild cigar, mild flavor.
You mentioned earlier the Penn Standard cigars from Raymond Paez. If you have not tried their Connecticut wrapper cigars, that is a wonderful lighter
and
cigar.
budget friendly.
And it's like I enjoy going back occasionally, even though my sort of sweet spot is medium to full. That's sort of where I have my favorites
as well.
I would say that every once in a while it is so much fun to go back and smoke a lighter cigar as long as it is fuller in flavor.
So
The lighter in body totally
you can
works.
find some of these in Romeo and Julieta in the Fuente Hemingway short story.
Hemingway
I
short
love that
story.
one.
So
it's
the short
such
story-
a great cigar, but it's not a big cigar.
No.
The short story is a beautiful package because not only is it mild with a ton of great flavor, but it's a small cigar, and most people
That's a
don't-
way to work cigar.
Well, right, and a lot of people. Here's the thing:
Dog
a lot of
walker, we
people
like to
that I
call
know that enjoy a little bit of a cigar don't like to take a cigar from me because they're like, "Well, I'm only going to smoke half of this."
Right.
Right? It's too big. I'm not committed to that much, you know. Or a lot of people that just don't smoke cigars that much don't want to smoke for that long. But you can get certain cigars in that. You can get a small petite Corona of the Perdomo 10th anniversary, and that's a brilliant cigar. And these are very mild cigars that have big flavor, like big full flavor within their realm.
I think of the Perdomo Champagne
Yes.
as that kind of cigar. It is mild in terms of its strength, but it is big in terms of its flavor.
Yeah, and if you're curious about cigars, that's a great cigar to go to. Also,
That's the
Heming-
orange label, correct?
Yes, it is, and usually the wrapper on it's the cellophane's a little yellowed, but that one and especially the Hemingway series from Fuente, you can choose your smoking time because they have so many sizes in that series.
Right. So, Grego, the question that you asked. We have talked about this with a lot of our cigar guests, people who are from cigar companies. And what they will tell us is that those milder cigars are often the best sellers. But it is the more full-bodied, more intricately produced cigars that appeal to the real aficionados. So it kind of reminds me of when I was a kid. I subscribed to like High Fidelity magazine, and I would read these articles about these audiophile people. And I had like a moderately cheap stereo, but I would love to have been able to afford like some clip speakers and things like that that I bought. It's kind of like that. It's like the more into it you are, the more you probably appreciate this, but the smaller segment of the cigar buying public you wind up belonging to. Does that make sense?
It absolutely does. And it makes a lot of sense, actually.
But you're the aficionado, if you will.
At this point in time, right, without realizing it, you become that over years, right? And so you want big flavors. You want
and then you
bold. You want it to hit you.
And then you become something that actually is even the title of a popular magazine, a cigar snob.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. Like, and the same thing can happen with beer or
at the
whiskey
beginning
or
of
other
it.
things,
At the
right?
beginning of it, you enjoy a cigar. You go, okay, I like something mild. I enjoy it, and then you casually smoke a cigar. And at some point in time, you're casually smoking a cigar, and somebody says, "Oh, you notice that toasty aroma in there?" And you go, "Oh." I do kind of notice that.
Yeah, right.
And then you start finding little things, and you go, okay, there's flavors in there. Then you're like, okay, I want to try something different. And this is it's like any journey. Like you want to try some different things.
Our O.H. Ingram barrel pick.
There you go.
This is not for everyone, right?
You can't have it.
No, no, it's not that.
It's not for you.
Although that's a wonderful marketing idea.
I want to say that my favorite. Go ahead.
Remember Arrogant Bastard beer?
Yeah.
See, it just had the Arrogant Bastard guy on the front and said, "You're not worthy."
That was my favorite. My favorite college slogan was right here in Houston, Texas. We have a very elite college called St. Thomas.
Yes.
I went to St. Thomas High School. So they came over one day and they were like, hey, we're going to try and recruit people for college. And their slogan was St. Thomas University. It's not for everyone.
I freaking love that.
I was like, what? That is your slogan?
The only slogan that would be better than that would be St. Thomas University, you're not worthy.
Yes. It was just like,
worthy.
it's not for everyone.
So to continue with this flavor conversation and the strengths. So I am about, and I'm sure there are guys out there that are marrying off children, right? I'm about to have a daughter getting married. So I'm going to be the supplier of the cigars at the reception. And so Ian and Cruze and Ian, what do you serve?
I'll tell you exactly what to serve. You get a box of 10th anniversary Perdomo.
Yeah.
For the lighter one, right?
That's your lighter cigar.
Yes.
And you get a smaller size. That's for your occasional smoker who goes, it's a special occasion. I want to smoke a cigar. And they're not intimidated by having a Churchill.
Right.
And they never smoke cigars. So you get something like a Petite Corona. You get something like just a smaller Robusto or something in that price range.
So what do you do for the cigar fans?
For the people who smoke cigars, you want to get something a little bit bigger. So I'm going to tell you, if budget is not an issue, it also depends on how many people you're going to have. But I would say something in the lines of, let's go with a Plasencia Almafuerte.
Oh, dude. That's if you've got enough money to spend on that.
That's if budget is not an issue.
Well,
Yeah.
like how much money?
For instance, that's a $22 cigar.
Okay.
If you've got 10 people
We're finding
there,
out if Grego's cheap or not right now.
Well,
The
here's the
question
thing.
is do you have a
Here's the
job?
thing. If you've got
Terry for the dunk.
They said white man can't jump. If you've got 10 people that you know are like big cigar fans and pretty much no one else is, then that's the kind of thing you buy. Otherwise, you want to buy something a little more budget friendly.
Yeah.
And you want to pipe in on this one?
Well, I love the Almafuerte, but I would go, and this is just a personal preference, but I would go with an AJ Fernandez San Latano Maduro Toro.
After dinner.
Get them for about $8-9 online, and it's half the price of an Almafuerte, but it will make your cigar fans happy.
Great.
And
I would also
that's
say
my-
a Hoyo by AJ is a very good one, too.
yeah, absolutely. Hoyo by AJ. And even, really any of the stuff he's done for the big cigar companies. The
Punch.
The Punch is great.
Friends.
Yeah, there's so much good stuff. We haven't even talked about this Doppelbock, and I've already drank most of mine. So we'll talk about that. We'll do drinking news, and
Great advice, guys.
we'll do our biggest beer coming up. And
Excellent.
biggest is saying something after some of the beers we've had here today. So I love that sound. Welcome back. It is Smokin Toastin. I just want to say, of all of our guests, and we've had some great guests. In fact, huge thanks to Mark and Brian from La Sigua Cigars for being on
those guys.
with us last week. Love their cigars, love those guys, love their whole spirit and stuff. But it is so much fun to have Grego on the show because he's so much funnier than Ian, and it's just so good to bring some humor to the show.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
stop it. But I agree
You know,
with
when you say things like that, a little
Yeah.
part of me inside dies.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it's the part of me that cares.
Okay, well, that's good to know. That is good to know. Guys, we are sampling a beer from Germany, from Bavaria, actually. This is a...
Schneider Weisse.
So we, here on the show, we generally, most of our beers are U.S. craft beers. And lately we've started to bring in a few things from other countries because there's some very interesting things happening, especially in some of the European countries with craft beer. So I'm really curious as to what you think about this particular beer. Ian,
Ingredients in
because-
this beer are water, wheat malt, barley malt, hops, and yeast.
And this is a problem because...
Unpasteurized, unfiltered, no preservatives.
Wow.
And that is a delicious, healthy beer.
Yeah.
I love healthy beers.
It's a bit
my
like a
favorite
pork
kind.
chop in a can.
I really like this. What is your take on it?
It's delicious. Oh, by the way, 8.2% as well.
Love that. This makes me think if I were in Germany and went to a beer garden, this is what I would want to get from their draft. Right?
Yeah.
This
From
is
the Hausfrau.
Yeah, this is
She shows up.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up. My whole concept of German culture was growing up watching Hogan's Heroes. Oh, jeez. So I've had to learn. I've had to learn that Germany is so much more than Colonel Klink and Sergeant Schultz.
Oh my gosh!
I just learned it from that and watching old Nazi tapes.
I was
That's
this
it.
old when I learned.
Yeah, Hogan.
And that's how all Germans were.
Exactly. So it just goes to show you how you have to dig a little deeper. That's all I'm saying.
There you go.
Yeah, but no. What I have found as I've learned more about German beer, there's so much of what we embrace in the United States as today's craft beer culture that really has its roots in Germany and Bavaria.
But here's the thing: this tastes very German. There's
Yes, it
no
does.
adjunct things. There's no hops that are a lot of times added.
Yeah, nobody added
if you took
citrus
this and
to
make
this.
Yeah.
if you took this in an American style, someone would have put some hops on the end of it that would have snapped up the end and made it finish a little cleaner and a little less like barley water.
Yeah.
But this tastes very German, and I absolutely love that about this.
It's got this sense when you're drinking it that you're drinking something pure, if that makes sense. Like you're drinking the real thing. This
Not
is what
over-carbonated
Right,
either.
this is what German beer is supposed to taste like.
Yeah, and it's the carbonation is not quite up to the. It's all right,
Right.
It's
not where a lot of American craft beer is
there you go.
carbonated.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And I will just mention, I just went from this Aventinus, Weizen-Doppelbock German wheat beer from Schneider Weisse, went back to the Smokin Toastin barrel pick whiskey from Ingram.
It picks out kind of a weedy profile, doesn't it?
Which has been airing this entire time.
Absolutely.
It's not as. Did you notice the sip is not as harsh at first now?
It's not only that, but it's not as cinnamony. The wheat
You're
is more
right.
dominant. And this is after coming back from the beer.
How
Going back to the beer.
interesting.
Now, we're going to do one more beer.
The whiskey turns the beer into barley water, which, by the way, is still delicious.
Yeah, we're going to do one more beer here. It's Prarie Artisan Ale's Bomb. It's their kind of like trademark Imperial Stout. And so I'm going to be real interested
So
to
the
see how
Prarie
this
Bomb,
pairs.
the Prarie Bomb, a lot of times has flavors. Their bombs are different all the time.
Kind of like our bombs here on the show.
Yes, well,
We bomb a lot and for many different reasons.
their
Very
bombs are more
different.
often deliciouser than ours. Yes, I may have made that word up, but
I think it's in the dictionary.
It works if you use the word more
More
in front of it.
deliciouser.
More
deliciouser.
deliciouser.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's right. That
So-
makes it proper English.
But this is the Prarie Bomb. I've just handed this to
okay.
Ian.
So this one is cacao nibs, vanilla beans, and chili peppers.
This is why I'm so
coffee,
excited.
cacao nibs, vanilla beans, and chili peppers.
This is why I'm so excited about trying this with this Smokin Toastin whiskey.
This one's coming in.
I just
am I
love-
opening this now? Are we doing this?
No,
we
we'll
got
do
one
it.
minute.
Come
We'll
back and
we'll
do?
do it in the next
we got
segment.
1
Yeah.
minute.
But I'll just say,
1 minute.
I'll
1
just say you guys. I mean, this is why I listen to this show, because you come up with things I have never seen before.
Well-
like where did you find this?
To be honest, I found it downstairs in the grocery store in my building.
He was probably wearing a bathrobe.
It's one of the great things about having a grocery store in your building is you can actually go in your bathroom and buy beer.
Wow.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
They
amazing.
don't like it, but it can happen.
Wow.
Hey, that guy's down here in his bathrobe again.
But see, here's the thing: if you show up in your bathrobe, you go straight to the beer section, grab your beer, go straight to the register. By the time they've marshaled their forces, you're out of there.
You're
gone.
gone. You're back in the house. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
And you're like, I didn't even have to tie my bathrobe in the front. So so that's kind of how it goes. All right, so we'll get to that Prarie bomb, and we'll get to drinking news, which will bomb in its own spectacular way. All coming up next. This is Smokin' Toastin.
All right, but Kelly Clarkson looks a little better with a little bit of weight, right?
Yeah, she does. She was good. She
like
was
when
never
she's
not
skinny,
pretty.
it's not quite right.
She was never not pretty.
Can I just show you guys the cutest little baby ever?
It's your grandson.
Yeah, it's my grandson. Yeah, that's AJ.
Congratulations.
AJ. I already have cigars standing by in my humidor for AJ when he gets older.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shout out to Adam in the cloud, too.
When he
Yeah,
gets
that's
6
right.
years old, here's your
Yeah,
first
that's-
cigar, kid.
That's Adam and Brianna's.
Somewhere somebody is shaking their head.
Yeah.
And then when Adam comes along, like, you gave him a cigar? Yeah, but I lit it for him. It's okay.
Yeah. No worries. There were
He had no open flame.
That's right. No fire-related problems going on
Son,
here.
you're 13 years old. You need to start learning about the world now. Here's a cigar.
Here's a cigar.
You need to start smoking, son.
You know, you've heard those stories about people who their kids are growing up. Their kids say, you know, I want to smoke cigarettes, so they give them a pack and go,
Yeah.
you know, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a petition going. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No.
Finish.
But
please.
no, this is better.
I have a petition going to bring back the White Owl cigars for carnies at the carnivals where you ring the bell. You could be 15 years old and built, and you ring that fucking. You ring that bell.
I love this because we've had to do edits when Greg
Twice.
was on. Yeah, twice.
You ring the bell, and they gave you a White Owl cigar when I was 13 years old.
Wow.
When you were 13, you got a white owl?
Nice.
I was the kid that could ring the bell, and that was my introduction into cigar smoking.
And also your introduction to swearing on our show, which is all of these things tie together.
The guy
in a
who's on the
beautiful
most family-friendly radio station.
Right.
Wait.
But no, Grego, here's the thing.
Is this thing on?
You may feel embarrassed now, but I'm about to wipe that all away because I'm about to pull all of the embarrassment to myself because it's time for drinking news.
Ooh.
Oh, and do you remember your line?
I had to take my dog to the vet.
My
Gator.
gator.
My gator to the
Gator.
vet.
Okay, here we go.
Not Stella.
Let's do it.
Drinking news. Now it's time for drinking news. A Florida man with one arm said he had a gator for a pet. When asked about his absent arm, he said,
I had to take my gator to the vet.
You were recording, right, Terry?
Drinking news. Now it's time for drinking news.
Special appearance by Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah.
Cheers, y'all.
Blockbuster from the Batman.
Boy's got a mind like a
Serious.
steel trap.
Well, guys, we'll get to our main story in this week's drinking news in just a moment. But first, news of a very creative breakthrough in law enforcement. A policeman in Dunellen, New Jersey, has been recognized for outstanding performance of his duties after a recent sting operation designed to cut down on texting and driving. In fact, after participating in this recent sting, the policeman has been dubbed New Jersey's most effective law enforcement shrubbery.
A shrubber.
The officer apparently volunteered to dress up like an overgrown bush.
What is
Insert
happening
your
here?
own joke here. To clandestinely spot drivers who were glued to their phone screens instead of watching the road as they motored through the small New Jersey town, and to report them on the police radio to nearby units who were waiting to pull them over and write them a ticket. Even for first offenders, those tickets can cost up to $400 for the driver.
Whoa.
So now you got to worry about eyes in the bush.
Yes.
Bandit, this is Bush.
Now, look, if you're watching the video version of the show, you can see the picture here. I sent this to you,
That's
Terry,
right. I got that.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if you're
I'm
on...
picturing it now in my head, and it looks ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like a picture you took of Bigfoot.
If you're on audio only. If you're on audio only.
I have a dude with, like, in my head, I have a dude with a twig in front of him and a camera.
It's like a
Well, look.
bush, and he's got like binoculars.
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
he's dressed to the nines.
Yeah.
He's full on bush.
Nines as
honey.
in 9 leaves on his bush.
Honey,
Yeah.
is that bush looking at us?
Yes.
Is it moving?
I know. Get closer.
Listen, if you're on audio only, just imagine in your mind a police officer wearing what looks like either a really cheap costume of DC Comics' weird gothic monster anti-hero, the Swamp Thing.
Yes.
Or vaguely like Sigmund from Sigmund and the Sea Monsters, which I used to watch religiously every Saturday morning when I was a kid. Because you gotta have friends. I am so embarrassed that I remember the lyrics to that song. Anyway, Officer SpongeBob Shrub Pants and his fellow cops wrote 74 tickets during this 6-hour operation, and not for nothing. But if you're so distracted on your phone that you didn't notice a huge guy in a tacky shrub costume,
A human shrubbery.
Walking around.
you probably deserve the ticket. That's all I'm saying. Jersey drivers are speculating that the cops' next sting operation could see an officer dressed up as a mailbox or even a fire hydrant.
Uh-oh.
But our main story.
But okay, hold on. Slow down, Turbo.
I love when
Someone's
we have
gotta
to
put
slow
some
down.
sound in
Slow
the
down,
slot.
Turbo.
I love when we have to slow down before we hit the main story.
If these people are on their cell phones, why does the police officer need to dress up as anything?
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true.
Exactly right.
That's true.
You know, I'm just saying. Like,
Right. They're distracted.
Ian,
you could dress up. You could dress up as an old woman about to cross the street. That would be amazing.
Ian, I think the more O.H. Ingram single barrel Smokin Toastin whiskey you drink, the smarter you get.
You know, I'm watching Ian. You know, we need to talk.
Right,
He's,
right.
he's having a little.
The synapse.
He's having a moment.
The synapse is happening right now.
But our main story in this week's drinking news involves 36-year-old Michelle Hudson, an Iowa woman.
Oh, hold on.
Do you have
I
an
had
Iowa
Whiskey Man.
woman song?
No, well, I'm just going to adapt.
Okay.
Iowa woman. I do not owe a woman anything, actually. Why did I sing that?
Iowa woman who was pulled over by Iowa police while tooling down the street in an orange Husqvarna riding lawnmower.
Yes.
Hudson, whose driver's license had previously been suspended due to a conviction for driving her SUV while under the influence of meth. Imagine that.
Oh, man.
She was observed by officers to be driving the riding mower slowly but erratically.
Yeah.
And performed poorly on a series of field sobriety tests while showing measurable signs of impairment.
Can you stand with your arm out to the side and put your finger on your front tooth? No, I don't have one of those.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Slurred speech,
I don't have
poor
one
balance, bloodshot, watery eyes, and the inability to touch a front tooth. Now, while police say that her breath test registered under the legal limit, her other impairments led them to believe that she was under the influence of a drug. Now, clearly, these cops were very observant, and their suspicions were also most likely informed by the Iowa woman's rap sheet, which includes convictions for theft, possessions of drug paraphernalia, criminal mischief, violating a protective order, assault, and meth possession. She's currently being held without bond. Now, look, I had an uncle who sometimes liked to have a few before mowing the lawn.
A few meths?
And it was always fun for my cousins and myself to try to guess whether or not he was intoxicated. Because this is a woman on a riding mower, right?
Oh,
Depending
that's
on what
funny.
shape he mowed the lawn in, is that
Exactly.
what happened?
Did he get it all?
Yeah. Of course, we didn't have a breathalyzer.
He started off doing a figure 8, then he went down the center of the lawn to create this long section coming out of the middle of the
He
figure
called
8.
it a treble clef.
Yeah, that's right. Of course, back in the day, we did not have a breathalyzer to use on my uncle, so we had to resort to other ways to tell whether he might or might not be doing a little loaded lawn care, right? So even after all these years, I remember these
Loaded
things,
lawn care. I love that.
which has allowed me to put them together for you in the form of another drinking news top 5 list. In case you, and I just so appreciate Ian sliding more whiskey towards me as I do the drinking news. In case you, like
It makes the drinking news funnier.
like the younger version of me, is trying to figure out if Uncle Elwood is sauced while tending the sod. So this would be the top
Elwood.
5 ways to tell that the person on a riding lawnmower might be intoxicated.
Okay.
Top 5 ways to tell the person on a riding lawnmower might be intoxicated. Here we go, number 5. They're mowing the words, "Suck it, Trebek," into the lawn.
Shuck it, Trebek.
Now,
For
for anybody that,
rapists for 500. That's therapists.
so good.
I love that bit.
Let
So
it
good.
now. That's let it snow.
See, what's wonderful, this,
Penis mightier.
this is why we have Terry on the
Oh
show.
my God, this guy would
Pin
be
is my.
Number 4, they keep challenging the neighborhood kids on scooters to a demolition derby. Number 3, they wind up in a shouting argument with a silent garden gnome, saying they have solved the riddle and they now demand permission to pass. This is the top 5 ways to tell the person on the riding lawnmower might be intoxicated, right? Number 2, keeps insisting that the lyrics to the famous song by The Clash are, "I fought the lawn and the lawn won." And the number 1 way to tell that the person on a riding lawnmower might be intoxicated, number 1, after running over his mother-in-law's foot with the mower, loudly exclaims, "Damn, I guess I needed to bury her deeper."
I love the groaners. I love the groaners. Those are the best.
Reporting live from New Jersey, where I'm going to suggest to the cops they don't have to spend money on a shrub or a fire hydrant costume to be inconspicuous. If they just dress up like another panhandler on the corner, no one will suspect
No
anything.
one will ever notice.
That's right.
My name is Cruze, and that is your...
Drinking news, drinking news. That's our time for drinking news.
Cheers, Grego, I just want to point out that you are right. The more of the whiskey I drink, the better drinking news is.
Oh, that was the best segment ever.
To me,
It's
at
amazing.
least, yeah.
I don't think I've ever laughed so hard.
You're doing a good job at learning how to, like, butter people up to try to get a job.
No. Do you know what I want to be ultimately is just the guy that sits quietly, and when he has something to say, I don't want to drive anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I'm being like, I would prefer, like, I love this setup.
See?
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
There you go.
You're welcome here anytime. You know this.
And you've said it, and,
And
I
we will pay
appreciate-
you dozens of dollars.
Yeah. What is
At
Ian
least
make?
as much
Can
as
I
we
have
pay
twice
Ian.
as what Ian
You
got?
can have yes, you can absolutely have
Actually,
twice what you
three
get.
times.
He just offered you that.
Yeah.
3 times.
That's
Okay,
on
I'll
tape.
go 3 times,
That's
yes.
on tape.
Are you in?
That's on tape.
Terry, I've
Okay.
lost my headphones for some reason. I don't know if it's me or you or
Maybe I don't hear anything. I don't see anything over
okay.
here.
Well, as long as we're
They'll
as long
come
as we're
back.
Okay. So,
You're there.
so
Don't
I have no
call it a
idea how long
comeback.
we have left
We
in this
end up
segment.
having. We still got a couple minutes here. We've
All right,
got
well,
like 2.5
fantastic.
minutes.
So let's do the.
Let's try the beer.
Let's try
Yes.
the motor oil.
Bomb.
So where do you want to pick it up, or are you gonna edit this?
No.
Oh no!
No,
oh,
we
no.
don't. No.
The only thing we'll edit out is your F-bomb.
We're the kind the kind of show that says, yes, we're going to edit everything, and then we just clearly don't edit any of it.
And that's the best way to go.
I see that a lot on podcasts, by the way.
I love
when
the
I'm
joke
watching
of
them.
that.
You can see them go, the and they don't edit it out.
Nope.
I love
No
that.
edits. Yeah.
I just love that.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
makes me happy. So,
The bomb.
Just
Ian,
say you're
what,
gonna edit and
what
don't.
are we drinking here, my friend, from Prarie?
You were drinking Prairie
Ale?
Artisan Ales bomb. Imperial Stout aged on coffee, cacao nibs, vanilla beans, and chili peppers.
So my understanding, if I'm not mistaken, is this is kind of their base Imperial Stout. So there are a number of Prarie Artisan Ales where they take this base stout and do other things with it, like put it into.
This one has chili peppers in it. That's not always normal, but
True.
But yeah, so their normal bomb is pretty similar to this. Then they tend to do a lot of different things with
I
it.
do pick up just a little bit of the heat from the peppers on the finish, but it's not enough.
Balanced.
Yeah, because I'm not a guy who loves peppered beers. I like pepper in
beef
my
jerky,
cigars,
yes.
but yeah, beef jerky, sure.
Yes,
But
not
But
beers.
in beers, a lot of times it messes with the flavor for me. But I do like this.
This is delicious. This is it's like a soda almost.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of a soda, but
Yes,
it's
Well, so like the
Molassesy.
pepper on this is interesting because the pepper comes back and almost acts like a whiskey hug.
Agreed.
The weird thing is, like, it doesn't happen anywhere in the beginning
The
of the palate.
initial.
It happens after you swallow, and then the aftertaste has that pepper right there, and it's a lingering,
it
almost
really
whiskey
is.
hug.
Let me
kind of
show
thing.
them the bottle again, right? Mm-hmm. There it is. Prarie Artisan Ale Bomb.
Proving that there is something interesting happening in Oklahoma City.
Good
Well,
stuff, man.
Prairie crushes it every time.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back to wrap things up. This is Smokin' Toastin'. Thank you for listening. Welcome back. It is Smokin' Toastin'. Our program is all about craft beer, fine spirits,
I
and
love those
hand-rolled
things.
cigars. And what a show it's been. So
Hey.
we have had our first tastes, not our first taste, but our second taste of the O.H. Ingram River Aged.
We're halfway through a bottle. What are you
Single
talking about?
Maybe our
barrel
seventh
Smokin' and
taste by
Toastin'.
the end of this.
Ladies and
so I
gentlemen,
just wanna say-
hold on for anybody that just tuned in. We have a barrel pick. We have a bottle of O.H. Ingram. It's
Yes.
got our names on it,
Smoking
Yeah.
and toasting, baby.
and you have to buy this
Yeah.
before
Ingram-
it's gone because it's not unlimited.
It's not going to last
No, it's
forever.
very
Yeah.
limited. I'm gonna tell you a little secret. There's less than 150 bottles available
Oh, okay.
of this,
There you go.
and there's less than 100 available online.
Well,
So let's suck
I
it
will-
up now.
Yeah, I'll just say this. This is my favorite in this style, in this brand. This is just where I would go naturally.
Listen,
terms of-
Ingram.ky Bourbon Direct.
Or the easiest way to get there is ingramwhiskey.com and just go to their little shop, go to the menu, go to shop. ingramwhiskey.com, ingramwhiskey.com. Yeah, that's a shortcut. Go to ingramwhiskey.com and then you'll go to
IngramWhiskey.com?
Yes,
I just
and-
want to make sure I'm getting that right.
IngramWhiskey.com.
IngramWhiskey.com. Gotcha.
Did we say it enough? And then
That's INGRAM
Ingram
WAISKY.
you don't know how to spell whiskey, do you?
It's not a job requirement.
Just go to the shop
not
section
a job
on that, and
requirement.
it will be about the third or fourth bottle down, and you will see
exactly.
it.
If you're in the Houston area, the downtown Specs has you
Yes, Cruze, I'll
right
stop.
there. It will be on the shelf.
Absolutely, downtown.
Hopefully, it
Specs.
will not be on the shelf for long. This stuff is delicious. We have been, what's the word? We've been quality control for the
quality
last
control checking.
Control, yeah.
few hours, just making sure. And at least this bottle is outrageously good.
Amazing.
Grego, you are a personality from the entertainment and radio space.
Yes, sir.
Tell us what's important to you when it comes to sampling and drinking whiskey.
Well, what's important to me, number one, is when I'm sitting enjoying something, I want to be with somebody I like.
Oh, I love that. See,
That's
to
the
me,
first
to
number
me, that's,
one.
Oh, I love that, and I don't mean to interrupt, but just to me, the most important part of cigars, of whiskey, of great craft beer, is the community that creates.
Isn't that interesting?
Seriously, to me, that is the best part of
Isn't
it all.
that amazing?
Best part of it all.
It's people with a similar bent that they enjoy our hobbies, and what we like, and you have wonderful conversations. I swear to y'all, when I say I come here and I learn stuff, I'm not kidding. I come here every time, and between Cruze's drinking news. And
I'm so sorry that's what you're learning from.
And Ian and your knowledge of spirits. We were taking a leak. We were in the journal, and I said, "Your knowledge of spirits, by the way," as he's emptying himself. It's incredible.
Fortunately, I'm not shy.
And at that same time, I said, wow, mine is so much bigger than yours. So
I'm not looking. I'm security.
Yeah, that's
We
exactly right.
weren't exactly comparing knowledge in the restroom.
Yeah, exactly. No, but,
I'm looking over our shoulder. I got your 6. That's only a 2.
that's exactly. It's only a 2. So you know what? In all seriousness, though, Grego, thank you so much for.
Love y'all,
hanging
guys.
out with us.
Love y'all, man.
This is so much fun.
I love y'all.
And I love your take on these spirits, these cigars.
Yeah.
Because I've always been kind of anti the cigar snob. I don't mean the magazine, but like the cigar snob.
Cigar Snob magazine is pretty good, but
the
Cigar
magazine's
Snobs in general, yes.
I feel like you represent a more like normal guy.
Just say it.
Realistic,
The
yeah.
biker. I'm
The
that
biker,
guy.
yes.
I am that
I
guy.
don't think of you so much as a biker. I just think of you as like a guy that doesn't put up with a lot of crap.
Right.
Yeah?
Yep.
And I think that's a big deal.
And why I'm unemployed.
Exactly.
And drinking a lot of whiskey.
And
I'm
remember-
sorry. Have I said that 3 times today?
Yeah.
It's a pressure. It's on your mind.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I have no
understand.
job.
Hey, if you guys need somebody available for your radio station and or bar mitzvahs and
That's right.
quinceañeras,
Or your favorite strip club on a
Quinceañeras
Saturday
or
night.
something. Yeah.
I know a guy.
All right, Grego, just as an audition, let me hear you say, please welcome to the stage,
Please welcome to the
Candy.
stage, Tabby. That's right, that's my wife. I've been married to her 28 years now, y'all. 2 kids, look at her. Oh, she got legs from here to there, baby. She built like a hard-boiled egg. Look at her. Top of
I just want to say,
my wife, Tammy.
I'm gonna send that to
What does
her,
that
you know,
even
by the
mean?
way.
I have no idea if that is authentic or if it is not.
I'm going to send that to his wife either way. Hey, Ian, what kind of shirt you got on there?
Oh,
Ladies
know what
and
it
gentlemen,
says?
if you need one more reason to buy the O.H. Ingram Smokin Toastin select barrels,
Yeah.
listen,
we have been having. This is the best show we've ever done. For me,
that's-
best show I've ever done.
my shirt says smoked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Smoked.
This is from Henderson and Kane Barbecue, which is it's right near downtown in Houston, and please don't go there because it's a beautiful place and they have absolutely fantastic food, and I don't want it to get so busy that I can't get in there.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
Amen.
Totally.
Amen.
So whatever you do, don't go there.
Yeah.
They
Nice
also
shirt,
have
though.
this cool shirt that just says smoked.
Smoked.
I
Loved
love
it when
that
I
shirt.
saw it, as did Cruze. I know.
It totally got
love
me.
it.
Like,
So whatever you do, don't go there because their barbecue, especially the turkey, is not the best turkey that I've ever had in my life. And if you go there on a Saturday or a Sunday, they have the brunch and the refried beans are some of the best refried beans you'll ever have.
But don't have them.
But don't go there.
But don't get them. Yes,
Don't go there. Like, their shop's not even that interesting. You can't buy great steaks and amazing desserts and oh, by the way, a jelly that tastes just like apple pie. Don't buy that either.
Lovely.
Whatever you do.
Jelly that tastes just like apple pie.
It's unbelievable. They gave me a little bit of this with a piece of toast with my brunch one day, and I was like, I immediately bought the jar. But don't buy that. Don't try it. It's not good. You don't want any of that.
I got you. No, we understand what you're saying.
Yes.
That's right.
And it's important.
That's right. And don't forget, IngramWhiskey.com. IngramWhiskey.com. Go to shop, and you'll be able to find the Smokin' Toastin' barrel pick.
Well, thank you, Terry, for bringing us back to the mean here, because that is absolutely what we want to say. This, we believe this is one of the better bottles of whiskey in this price range you could ever buy.
You're not going to go wrong.
No.
If you took that $65 and burned it, you're going to have more enjoyment with this. I mean, just drink it.
I mean, what are you going to do with that $65 anyway? Take your dog to the vet? Whatever, man. Buy this whiskey.
No, I mean,
Exactly.
You're like me. I guarantee it. You walk into your favorite liquor store and you walk down the aisle and you go, what am I going to buy? And you don't know what to buy.
Right.
It's
You're
like-
looking at the options, right?
It's like walking into a record store back in the day. You had a plan, but the minute you walk in, the plan is erased from your brain. And you kind of
Absolutely.
go into panic mode.
I was
And then you, by default, go down the bourbon aisle.
I was totally going to buy the Katy Perry album, but now I'm thinking Soundgarden.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're standing in that aisle, and then all of a sudden you start going through these gyrations where you're going, well, do I go to the top shelf or the middle? I know that they fight for the shelf space, so I bet the ones on the second shelf are better than the ones on the bottom shelf. So
I was
like, what do I buy? You
I
have
was
to know, or
totally-
you don't know.
I was totally going to buy the Miley Cyrus album, but then I thought,
Okay.
you know what? A Manchester Orchestra is really good. I'll go there.
I mean, best of Hall & Oates. How do you go wrong?
You can't.
I love them.
You can't.
That used to be a joke. That
handle.
used to be a joke, and
It's
now
not
it's
anymore.
not.
Dude,
No, that's
it's
a badass
so
album.
not- It's so not a joke anymore.
Their music has aged.
Yes. Beautifully.
Yeah.
Beautifully.
So, a very good friend of mine from Philadelphia.
That's not me, by the way.
No. A very good friend of mine from Philadelphia had a huge affair with Daryl Hall back in the day. And
what was his name?
He is thoroughly, yes.
I'm just kidding.
all
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Yes, thank you. All I can say is he's a musical genius. She affirms this. She also affirms things about his anatomy that I'd rather not share here on the program.
Dude, have you guys watched Daryl's house?
And
dude?
I can't go for that.
No can do.
Stop us now.
We must be overtime on the
We
show.
are. It's time to
Yeah.
go.
I love it. I love it. Grego, thank you so much for being on the program.
Love you guys.
Yeah, you're welcome here anytime, as we like to say. And my quasi-full glass, pass over more. This was so much fun, man. Thank you so much.
Cheers, y'all.
And as we like to say, cheers, y'all.
Cheers, y'all.
So good to you. Whatever happens, don't leave it so soon. It's alright when it's okay. Yeah, you never listen to anybody else.